sorry, I was whispering because there was a couple people in Dunkin'. But yeah. So today's the same day, the 24th, right? Today's the 24th or the 23rd? No, May 23rd, 2022. First I started somebody in my driveway, and as I came out of the house, I pulled off. My sister came. She had to park down the block. I don't know why she didn't just honk the horn. But yeah, so we got that going. They just came back around. The guy just came back around. Was parking there. I was like, you can't park here. I think he's the son or somebody was pointing upstairs. I'm like, all right, as long as you don't park here, because it's a driveway, you know. He's blocking their driveway too, which was good. Usually nobody blocks their driveway. I like when they get blocked, because, you know, we always get blocked. And when I went to Dunkin', somebody was wearing an orange shirt, of course, bright orange. And the guy next to him, on his phone, was on speaker. But I don't know if he was talking about me, because it seemed like it was, but you know what I mean? So I didn't turn around. The guy behind me was wearing a camo shirt. He was talking to us real loud too. So like I looked at him like, are you kidding? Nobody ever steps back a little bit. Well, maybe I'll right on top of you. Okay, you could be on top of me, but the next person you're gonna be on top of, they're gonna push your ass down. I saw a video like that. It was a convenience store, and there was plenty of room for the guy to stand out of the way from behind him. He stood right behind the customer, wearing red and black. So the customer did not like to be touched. Because, you know, people sometimes have boundaries. I wonder why they would have those things called boundaries. Where you shouldn't be too close to somebody unless you're fucking them. So he did not heed the warning. He kept inching up, and he inched up behind him. He didn't take the hint to get the fuck off me before I punch you. So what happens? The customer turned around and punched the guy, and the guy fell to the floor. And then he acted confused, like he didn't know what the fuck happened. Do you know what the fuck happened? Don't stand too close to anybody. That's what the fuck happened. You know what? If more people did that to people overstepping their boundaries, maybe they wouldn't do that again to another person. Because, you know, these people do that to everybody. Just to push their buttons to see if they can get people to get angry. That's what they do. But that's why I try not to get angry when people blocking my driveway. It says no parking. Oh wow, look at that. No parking anytime. Maybe they should listen. See? No parking. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. So 4 p.m. or whatever the hell it says. I don't know what it says. Oh yeah. So the guy behind the counter at Dunkin', he's like a little overly aggressive. Like, doesn't really know what he's doing. He asked for my receipts. I get the coffee, but even if I just order it off the app, I still want a receipt. My name is on it, first of all, if we're doing the app. There's some fucking shit going on today. Yesterday too. So, you know, he gets like annoyed if you ask for the receipt. I'm like, bruh. But yesterday, I'm sitting at the front seat. He just comes up to me. I'm on the phone. He doesn't say, excuse me. He waits for me to look at him and goes, you got a pen? And I'm like, no. Like, why are you screaming at me asking me if I have a pen? And then he asked around and somebody had a pen. But like, there was a whole bunch of people out on the line. You couldn't ask them first. You come right up to me running. Like, what do you have, infatuation with me? There's only certain people I find attractive. And that's rare nowadays because, you know, targeted individuals, we can't have nothing. Apparently, a cup of coffee is too much to ask for, you know, without being harassed. That's why I go there anyway. It pisses them off. I don't think the family here that pulls in front of my house is yet. Let's see.
Me lo voy a llevar conmigo. ¿Quién dijo que lo va a llevar?
You have red stuff on. I still think it's better. There's one half of them. There's two families, two moms, all their kids. See, they're switching it up now. Now they're bringing their dogs with them. Who brings their dogs when they come out of school? Nobody. Not that I know of. You know, almost every day when I was going to Dunkin', since that day, you know, that they posed in front of my house, they would come right in, never have to. I would get there. And the kids are so fucking wild. The parents don't see anything. They let them climb everything, and it's like ridiculous. They don't care. But you know, you can see the guy over here where the Camaro is. The owner, I think the owner of the house is a handler. He only did certain weird things in the beginning when they first moved in. And he told him to follow me. So when I would get in the car, he would already be waiting at turn the corner at the end of the block there. You turn the corner to either the right or the left. And he was already driving up on the other side. That's the tactic they use. He did that a couple times. And then a couple times he would be waiting for me, the young guy, and he would be washing the car. But not really washing the car. Like, he was pretending to wash the car. Like, I'm like, yeah, I was neighborly, so I said hello. I guess it threw him off. And then he said hello back, and then he actually washed the car after that. And then I guess he figured that wasn't working, so then he astral projected himself into my dream, but he was really the remote neural monitoring. So when you do that, you put yourself in other people's houses. But sometimes, like, some of these people are like more advanced, so you can actually feel them in your bed. Like, I felt a body in my bed. And my spirit got out of my body and looked in the mirror, and then I saw him in the bed, wearing just his boxers. You know, you see a person's profile from behind and the front, you know, depending on where you're walking. So I knew who it was. I saw that guy every day. Every damn day. You know? So. A million cars cover. So now the other guy behind me in the store, he just passed by not too long ago. He had a full gray car, a big ass truck too, and the front had black. So he had a two-tone car. You know, Perps have two-tone cars. And that looked like a really, really new car, so they always get them new cars. They always get new cars. Well, he probably uses it for work, but he's probably like, oh, I need a new car. That old car's horrible. Instead of saving the money from working to buy the new car, you don't really have to buy a car, you go lease it. It's actually cheaper to lease it. When you buy it, it's yours, and you have to pay for it. And then any damage is done, there's no insurance on it or nothing, so you're screwed. Don't buy a car, lease it, rent it, whatever the hell you gotta do, don't buy it. You put more debt on yourself, don't do it. So right now I'm just relaxing out here. That's it. He has a phone out too. I don't know if he's doing that. I don't see any red, so. Wait, now we get this license plate right here. Look what it says. Kill. But that's one side. Shiny. Blurry. So. That makes sense, right? I always look to see if they're wearing headbands. Yeah, AirPods. He was. Let's see. There's a million people coming now. As I'm recording. There's always a million people coming around as I'm recording. But anyways. It was crazy. I got douchebag brother, his wife on video, where her shirt said NYPD investigation or whatever the fuck it said. Like, really? She walked her dog on the side to investigate for real. What are you investigating? I'm sitting on my porch. I'm not doing anything, literally. Chilling and relaxing on my porch. I'm not sitting on your porch like your husband used to do all the time. I just caught him that once. But he did it all the time. As soon as the car would leave, if we were all in the car or not, it didn't matter. That's what him and Jill used to hang out on my porch. These perps are ridiculous. The corner house over there, Jillian used to live there. And she moved. I realized it was her because she would come out and then he would come out. And they would look at each other and then they would point at me. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That's when I realized it was her. And then she moved a couple of blocks away, near the park actually. I know that because I saw her. I was waiting for a friend at the corner store before it was ready juice. There was like they had benches out there. And my friend flew in from Florida, so I was waiting for her. She's like, just wait for me at the corner. And then we went I don't know if we went on the train right away, but I think, no, she came here first. And then we left, so I was waiting for her. I see this chick with her son. She's looking at me up and down like, that's her, you know, that kind of a face. I'm like, who the fuck is this chick? And I'm like, oh. I'm like, really? What does that mean? What are you gonna do? Are you really gonna do something in front of your child to traumatize your child? No. That would be stupid. And you should have your child taken away if you do that. And another time I saw her with him, she wasn't even paying attention to him, she was reading her book. In the bigger park where everybody runs around and rides bikes and everything. She was reading her book. She was behind the gate, sitting at the bench reading the book. The kid was trying to get her attention. She wouldn't even look at him. That's the person that's going to be a mom. No, she does not deserve to be a mom. That's not motherly material. That's an asshole. These assholes are very fertile. I don't know why. This be out next door. And right before I went to Dunkin', literally seconds before, she's walking past me very slow. So like, I know what you did. I'm like, I know what you did, and I'm not gonna do nothing about it because God sees everything you're doing. She turned around to look at me quick, and she ran up the stairs. I heard her running upstairs. I'm like, good bitch, run. God's wrath is coming for you, so you should run. It's just me. We all getting something. We're all sinners. God's gonna deal with us in His own way. So I just try not to do things like she does to me. I try not to do it back, and I try not to do it to other people. So running yellow for fuel. And then he wanted to leave it and park it somewhere else. Earlier, I went to get my broom and dustpan from the garage, and I heard one of those motorcycles. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna even open the door. That means because they like to circle around my house. I did catch it once. The camera, for some reason, didn't want to go off again. That day too, it was 4th of July. And he was circling around the block, going up and down the block. The camera caught that. But right in front of the camera in the street, it did not pick that up. They were sitting there, vroom, 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 revving the engine. How are you not going to catch that on camera? That means that the demon went ahead of him and covered the camera, because what else could be there be? What other explanation? So yesterday we weren't home. We went to my uncle's 1-year memorial. So we were out for a couple hours. So I'm home, and an hour before I went to take my shower, I saw a fucking water bug. It was a fucking huge ass thing. Came from the boiler room. Ran every which way he could run. I'm like, that is a fucking demon spawn. I don't get bugs like that ever. Never do I get bugs like that. I don't cook anyway. But I take the trash out when it has to be taken out. I put the recyclables in the pail as soon as possible, so I don't get bugs. So I never see one. Never do I see one. So yesterday I saw one. I almost were trying to get to me. You know, like I stomped on the ground and he ran away. So before bed, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. These fucking bugs. Only one. I went to check on it. It was in my closet on its back wriggling. I sprayed so much, raided it right in its fucking face until it stopped wiggling. Fuck that bitch. Since it came towards that area, right behind the window, the boiler room, is the alleyway. So if you put 2 and 2 together, because even though it rains all the time now, I don't get bugs. So that's why I try to clean up every day, even a little area at a time, because I gotta bleed a lot. You know, because of these fucking people putting themselves in my dream, which they did again last night. I'll tell you that in a minute. So they send bugs to you. They conjure up demons. The demons jump into the bugs. It's called a monitoring spirit. So they usually do that with spiders. But they do that with roaches and water bugs and anything that could just like make you scream, I guess. I don't know. So I'm like, get out of here, you fucking demon. I call it a demon. Like you did monitoring spirit. Well, I did spray. I sprayed the closet floor with the spray before I killed it later, so. That's fucking wild. She's bringing her 2 dogs in a wagon like a baby carriage. Oh, she's a witch too. What do I do with the pink? I used to smell stuff from their house every Friday. I used to go somewhere every Friday, and I would wait for the car service to come, and I would smell something weird, and then on the side there I would see like smoke coming from it. I did make a video of it once, like one of my earlier videos. And somebody was telling me in another video that witches make potions in the morning. And you start smelling it, like through the whole neighborhood will smell like that. And then you'll see the sewers too. They'll start steaming when there's no heat. What they do is they make their potions in their house, And they only open one window. They can't open any other windows in the house for some reason. They're allergic to fresh air. Even before the chemtrails. And they open one window so the smell comes out. And then they do their potions, whatever, and then they take the potions. And I don't know how long they have to leave it in the jar before they get rid of it. But once they get rid of it, they pour it down the sewer. And you also smell sulfur and pot, like really fermented pot. All kinds of weird stuff they put in there. Some of them put pee and period blood and all that. So, the one of the all black, one day he was outside last year. He was on the porch and it was raining and he's like rubbing the water in. I'm glad my family saw it too. Like, look at this guy across the street. He's taking a shower in the rain. I tell you, they're weird. They are weird. They act like that all the time. They're weird. That's not normal to stand in the rain like that, you know? Nobody does that. We have showers. You know? We go take a shower. And now too, they don't shower. Maybe once a week. That's what I heard anyway. Maybe once a week. Well, a lot of times they don't use soap. They'll wet their hair, or they use conditioner in their hair, and that's it. They don't do anything else. Ugh, that's fucking gross. Imagine not washing the sweat off your body. Ugh. I tell you right now, I don't think she washes clothes all the time either. I think she only does it once a month. I never see their dryer go off. Only like once a month, so ugh. They're gross. But if you think about it, if she doesn't shower and doesn't wash clothes, that means the whole apartment's probably filthy. And that's probably where the bug came from. There was one outside my door back there in the backyard, dead. She did that, she put it there.